Welcome, brothers. Ah, black man, if more, big bro. Anyway, uh, yeah, man. A lot of people don't understand this channel and why I make the videos I make and why I say the things that I say. You know, it's partly because understand the black man, understand understand the black man better than he understands himself. A lot of them, the so-called black man, and I want the best for the brothers. I don't want the best for necessarily for an individual black man. I want the best for the collective. You know, I want the best for all of us as a group. And I understand that I understand that it's hard, man. It's gonna be hard to achieve that because you know a lot of black men are simply Negropeans. You know, it's a shame, but I mean, you got to think that black men are basically created beings. They were created. I mean, from the word black, from calling you black down to every almost damn near every thought you have. You know, is you are someone else's creation, and it's not of the Most High. You were created in a society. Black men have been fighting black people have been fighting for equality, but we never sat down and asked ourselves what were we trying to equalize ourselves to? You know, this society is degenerate. You cannot live according to the rules and standards set in this society because this society is degenerate. Those rules were basically set up for you. Because whenever the rules no longer benefit the dominant society, it's those rules are quickly changed up, switched up, reworded, rewritten, and it's very hard for us. It's very hard for us because this society holds you to a higher standard than it holds itself. When you enter the court system, when the so-called black man enters the court system, you know, they throw the book at you. But when they enter the court system, they're given leniency. They're looked at differently. They look at them differently. They have, they're supposed to be judging rightly. They're supposed to have proper judgment to not allow their feelings to get in the way. You understand that the reason why a lot of these police officers or all of these police officers are getting away with these crimes is because this is a calling. They're calling them to become police officers. Hey, you want to get away with killing Negroes? Become a police officer. This is the call that's being sent out. And we don't even realize it. We don't even get it. We don't understand that we're at war. So when a so-called black man, a bright man, an intelligent man, steps up to the plate and says, get on the 5 steps, adopt the moral code, it's for a very good reason. You are supposed to be starving the beast. We, as men, are supposed to be starving the beast. We're at war. But it's hard. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be a lot of so-called black men are gonna be getting raked over the coals right in front of your face. And I mean, you're gonna want to get mad. You're gonna want to You're going to want to get mad. You're going to want to get emotional about the situation. But the best thing you can do is get on the 5 steps and adopt a moral code. Stop selling drugs. Stop smoking weed. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop drinking alcohol. Stop committing crimes. Those are the 5 steps. The moral code has to deal with loyalty. It has to do with investing in each other. And it has to do with a dress code, keeping your pants up on your ass. Okay? Having some respect about yourself. This is a military order. Military order. Meaning that when your sergeant or your commander tells you to do something, you are supposed to follow through. You're not supposed to make up illogical arguments why you're not supposed to get on the 5 steps, why you should be able to do anything you want. You are at war. You're at war. You've been at war. They have placed a program in place. They have put a program in place called the counterintelligence program. Counterintelligence. These people have been countering your intelligence. The whole feminist movement, the whole feminist movement, the whole women's liberation movement, the Cointelpro. These are subsidiaries of Cointelpro. The child support system. These are subsidiaries to counter the intelligence of the so-called black man. And the black man, all he wants to do is cope with it. All he wants to do is cope. He wants to get high. He wants to get drunk. He wants to destroy his health. And he wants to fund his own demise. He is funding it. He is paying for his own demise. You are supposed to be starving the beast. Starve it. You're supposed to be starving the beast. But instead, we've decided to cope with our plight. We decided to cope. That's why I state that all brothers must move forward. All brothers must achieve. I want brothers to achieve. I want brothers to have things. I want them to have nice things, not necessarily cars with rims on them, but I do want brothers to have nice things. But it's not about the things that you get. It's more about achieving. I want brothers to achieve. That's there's something so great about achieving. When you have a goal, you set out on a path and you achieve that goal. That's so amazing. We have to channel the mentality of winners. Winners. We have to be winners. We have to become winners. We have to channel that mentality. I myself haven't always channeled that mentality, but we must all become channels. We must all become intelligent people, because there is a war going on. There are systems put in place to counter your intelligence, to prevent the rise of a Messiah that may electrify the elect, his people, or your people. All of you must become electrified beings. All of you must become elect. And I'm put out a video called before there can be business, there has to be community, common unity. You know, as long as we're living, as long as we're living as created beings, because your moral foundation, it was created by somebody and given to you by someone else. You know, most black men live according to the rules and standards set forth for them in this society. That means that if you attempt to do business with these men, they will do the same dirty, sneaky, devilish, and conniving thing that these other people would do. They will do that because that is their moral code. That is their moral foundation. That's where they're coming from. When we're dealing with amongst each other, we must be, we must have a higher moral code, a higher moral foundation amongst each other. You know, how can you possibly do business with each other if you do not have a higher moral standard than the one that's set forth in this society, knowing that the rules are interchangeable. They don't apply to others, but they apply to you. You know, if you get caught doing something stupid, you going to jail, and they're gonna throw the key at you. I mean, they're gonna throw away the key. You know, they're gonna try to give you the maximum sentence. They hold you to a higher standard, but when I come and say, "Hey, hold yourselves to a higher standard," then you want to live according to the rules and boundaries set forth in this society, which makes you a Negro peon. You are just like these people. I mean, the only thing that black men are really arguing about, they want to be just like these people. They want to be the same. They want to be just as degenerate as these other people. They want to be just as degenerate, you know. But they don't want no one telling. They don't want people treating them any different. They want to be able to be the same degenerate degenerates as these other people, you know. This is what they've been fighting for: equality. Equality. Why would you ever fight for equality when you can go right around these people, right around them, right over them? You know, you at war. You don't. We don't get it. See, these programs, they weren't meant for others. They were, you were the test bed for these programs. You just were the test bed, but now they're rolling it out. They see how effective it could be. Now they're just rolling it out on people that they don't like. Look at Bill Cosby. Case in point, counterintelligence program. Counterintelligence program. You know, you men are at war, and when I tell you to adopt a military order, you still want to be civilians. you you still want to run around here like you a civilian. You know, you want to do whatever you want to do. You want to get high whenever you want to get high. You want to get drunk. You want to smoke the cigarettes. You want to do all these things because you don't understand military order. When you go into the military, they might shave your head. They're gonna be barking orders in your ear. They're gonna strip you from of all of your false ways. They're gonna strip you of all of your training. They're gonna call you a maggot. They're going to strip you of all of your previous training. Being raised in a single parent home. you know, they do all these things for a reason. You know, that's to tear you down to build you back up. I don't try to tear down the black man, but the so-called black man, but yeah, we gotta do the right thing, brothers. You know, I know it's military order. Most men Most men don't understand military order. They don't understand. Especially when it's coming from, another brother, another so-called brother. But the black race is finished. The black race is dead. They're finished. They'll never understand military order. They'll never get on the 5 steps in the moral code. The black race is finished. I mean, they're finished. They're done. You're gonna see a lot of people getting killed, murdered, slaughtered out here. You're gonna see a lot of these men getting slaughtered out here. And I mean, there's literally nothing. I mean, these men are helpless. These men are helpless. And they're going to continue and they're going to remain helpless. They're going to remain helpless because they refuse to get on the 5 steps in the moral code. That is the foundation. That is the foundation of your community. The foundation. The Most High is the foundation of your community. But there are laws that you should be living by. Rules, limits, boundaries set on your behavior. Rules that you set. Rules that you set. You are supposed to be starving the beast. I know why a lot of brothers don't want to get on the 5 steps in the moral code. I hate to say it, but I won't say it on this video because it's gonna make you shake your head when you hear it. I mean, a lot of you know what I'm talking about because I'm talking about you. I know the real reason why you don't want to do these things. You know, but I mean, I can't even say it on this video because it's gonna be, the word could get out, and it'll just basically make the black man look so pathetic. Every other race of men works together. Every other race of men works together. I'm not talking about you men who work together with your white supervisor, on the scene. That's the only time black men could really work together, when the white supervisor's there. Telling them what to do. There are, I'm not saying that there aren't brothers working together and all this and all that, but as a group, as a collective, no way, no way. You can't even look at another so-called black man without him, getting all emotional and bitchy. You look at him too hard, nigga, fuck you looking at, nigga. Nigga, what you looking at, nigga? See, this is the reason why black men are gonna continue to get their asses handed to them, and there's nothing that you can do about it. There's nothing that they can do about it. But you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You got to build a solid foundation. I want brothers to have things and achieve things and have fun and all that, but I also want, we have to have a solid foundation amongst ourselves. Brothers have to have a solid foundation. What is going to break us out of of this hate that we have for each other? What's gonna how do we put aside our egos? Get on the 5 steps without the moral code. Invest amongst each other. Invest in each other. It doesn't even take a lot. It doesn't even take a lot. That's the thing. That's the thing that makes it so crazy. It doesn't even take a lot. It doesn't even take a lot. But I guess the things that it takes. I mean, it takes sacrifice. You have to sacrifice some things. I mean, the money that you're spending on these things, that is your investment money. That is your money to invest with the brothers. that's your investment money that you spending up. No, but brothers, black men, so-called black men, want to get high and drunk. He want, then he want to sit around and bitch and complain, when his ass gets flogged out in the middle of the street, or with his little dumbass female counterpart, is disrespecting them all over the place. Putting his. This is a clear sign that something needs to be done. And black women are not going to do a damn thing. They're just going to continue, they're going to continue to use you men as their scapegoats for their behavior. And all of your cheating, you love you love getting into monogamous relationships with women, and then turning around and putting your penis in a different woman, and then you wonder why you get flogged. You know, you give these women an easy out. You give them a convenient scapegoat for their behavior. They can do whatever they want because all they got to do is say, "Oh, he cheated on me," whether it's true or not. It's most likely true. If I tell black men to stop uh, cheating on their women, I'm met with all kinds of detractions. You know, I'm met with all kinds of you know, brothers who don't want to get on the 5 steps in the moral code. So it's gonna be hard for the so-called black man. A lot of you men do not get into a fucking relationship. That's all I can tell you. Don't get into a relationship. Don't get into a monogamous relationship. You know, don't get into a monogamous relationship. But if you're gonna get into a monogamous relationship, at least honor. How can you honor how can you be thought of as honorable when you don't honor your own contracts? You don't honor the most important contracts. That's the contract between you and your damn family. You know? That's a contract. When you tell a woman that she's the only one and I love you so much, baby, and blah 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 blah, that is a verbal contract. You know? That's a verbal contract, and it's like I said, it's gonna be hard for you to feel sorry. A lot of men are gonna be tempted to blame this on women. they're gonna, they're gonna be tempted to say, hey, that bitch, she raked your ass over the coals, but they just don't want to take accountability for their part in the matter. Yeah, she raked you over the coals. What the hell did you do? You definitely wasn't on the 5 steps in the moral code. You know. Definitely wasn't on that, because you was out there creeping. You was out there creeping. You couldn't keep it in your pants. It's hard for the so-called black man to keep it in his pants. I understand it. It's hard. That's why I say don't get in no monogamous relationship. How hard is that? Don't lie. But if you're going to be in a monog. See, a lot of y'all, you'll tell a woman anything you think she wants to hear, so you can get in her pants. Then once you get in her pants, she put that pussy on you. Then you become pussy whipped. Then you start telling her all kinds of lies, and then one day you wake up and you realize, damn, I mean, you know, I I lied. I was lying to myself. I was lying to myself and her. You know, I don't really believe that shit though. I don't really love her like that. I don't really. I don't love her like that. She get on my damn nerves. See, you see a lot of you men. I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to save you from yourselves. But it's like I said, man. You think you the man. You don't even understand what a man is. Men work together. I don't know when you're gonna get this through your head. Men work together. Every other race of men, they winning, and the black man is on the bottom of the totem pole, you know, failing, failing to, believe that he's part of the problem. Yes, you have other people that are, trying to go against you, but what are you doing to ensure your own demise? You know, adopt the military order. Adopt the military order. Get on the 5 steps in the moral code. How hard is it? How hard is it? You're gonna be saving money. You're gonna be stacking up your money. You're gonna be feeling better. You're gonna be in better health. You ain't gonna be taking risk. You ain't gonna be risking your, you can take risk, but you're not gonna be risking your freedom. You know, you end up behind the steel gate. When you get in front of that judge, he gonna hold you accountable. He gonna hold you to a higher standard than he's ever gonna hold himself. I mean, so if you don't get this, I mean, I'm gonna have to question your sanity. You know, I'm gonna have to question you because I'm about boots on the ground. I'm not about black men running their mouths, and I'm not about black men running their mouths. I mean, any black man who's running their mouth, I basically ignore their ass. I want to see where I'm looking at their feet. I'm looking at their feet. Because any brother could step up to the plate and say this and say that. But I'm looking at their feet. Check the feet. I'm letting you brothers know so you can always so you know what to look out for. You know you can spot these people. You can spot these males, so that because a lot of these men are gonna lead you off the path. They're gonna lead you in. You're gonna end up in the prison industrial complex because you trying to be cool. You trying to be cool. You trying to be down. You trying to be the man. You trying to be the, you trying to roll with your road dogs, your homies, your boys. You trying to be down. I don't know. Hey, I'm not concerned with you. I'm not concerned with you brothers. I mean you black males. I'm concerned with the brothers, man. That's all I could do. I mean, I could only care about brothers who actually give a damn about themselves. I mean, how could you expect someone to care about you when they don't even give a damn about themselves? The level of just the level of how much they care about themselves would determine how much they could potentially give a damn about you. You know, it's just like these women out here. I mean, shit. Look at them. You have to watch them. Look at how they treat themselves. Look at how they treat themselves. If you look at how a woman treats herself, you can pretty much determine she's gonna always put herself first. You know that she's gonna put herself before you. So if she treats herself like shit, you're gonna be under her. You're gonna be second. She's gonna always treat you less than that. You know, not in the beginning of your relationship. In the beginning of a relationship, she gonna make you feel like you number one. You the man and all that. She gonna do that because she trying to sucker you in. But after she gets you nice and comfortable, get you pussy whipped, you know what I mean? Get you to say those magic words, my man, my woman, my man, my woman, my man. Once she could say that, she got your ass exactly where she wants you. That's when she gonna let the curtain down and surprise. Anyway, brothers, on that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral